Alright, hello everyone. Today we are going to look at the line of best fit on your CAS. I know that this is something that we covered in the last topic that we did, but I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page, make sure that we're all ready to go. Coincidentally, I'll also show you how to solve for the Pearson's correlation coefficient and the the coefficient of determination is the other one. And talking a little bit about what this means. So I'm going to be doing that. So to do that, we're going to jump into the CAS and go to the calculate section. No, I'm going to the list and spreadsheet section. And I need two variables here. So I might have something like number of fender benders. No, let's just call them car accidents. That's probably way too long, so I'm going to call it number of accidents. Number of accidents, and we'll compare that with rainfall in millimeters, right? I'll just put that rainfall millimeter in there. Rainfall in millimeters. Okay. The only reason I did that is I used the rainfall variable for something else. So anyway, so I'm just going to make up some data here. It's not really important. Let's say 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 2. That's not a 2. That's a 2. 6, 0, 12, and 11. And let's say the rainfall in these days was 7, 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 0, 1. Maybe make these a bit higher. I'll say 7 and 8. So at least we get a somewhat of a positive relationship. Alright, so it's just some random data. It should show a slight trend. If you want to look at what this looks like, you're going to just go back to the home screen and go to data and stats. And in here, I've got to decide which is the factor that determines the other one. So rainfall in millimeters has the effect on number of accidents, right? That's what we're deciding to do. So that's our scatter plot and what it roughly looks like. If we return to the previous data set, actually I should say you can look up the line of best fit on here just by going menu, analyze, regression, and then show linear mx+b, and that will give you the line of best fit. Okay, so that's the best that we can do. All right. Alternatively, if you would like to go into this section, you can also go menu, stats, stat calculations, and linear regression mx+b. And what that will do is we enter in our x, which is the rainfall effects, it's rainfall millimeters, number of accidents, right? And the y is the number of accidents that occurred. And we leave the rest of it, then I'll let me do that. We leave the rest of it, it means our results will show up in column C. So I hit OK, and it gives me this, and I'll just go through and talk you through what all these values mean. So the top two rows, you can just ignore that. From here, this is the gradient of your linear regression line. So you'll notice it's the same 1.573. The B is the y-intercept of your linear regression line. Again, you will see that here. Okay. There are a couple of other values though, and I must apologise because in class the other day I stuffed this up. I'll talk about that a bit more when I get back, but the R value is the correlation coefficient and the R squared is the coefficient of determination, and I always get those two mucked around. So what the R means is that this goes back to our scale, meaning that this is a strong positive relationship, as you'll probably remember from our last class. And what the R squared means is at this moment, the change in variable x, the change in variable y is affected by essentially this coefficient change in x, which is probably a little bit hard to understand, but I guess the idea is that you turn it into a percentage, right? And you would say that at this moment, 70% of change in rainfall is responsible for an increase in accidents, something like that, okay? But this is your correlation coefficient right here in R. This one is the coefficient of determination, which we will cover some other time, okay? Residual you don't need to know about. It's essentially how far each value is away from the regression line. So don't stress too much about that, but they're the information that you need to complete this chapter. Hopefully you found that useful. I apologize for making this mistake in class, and I will chat to you next time. All right. Thanks everyone. Bye.